Do you guys have this wine? You have this wine? I was sent over here. My group at work told me to get this wine. They chose me to go get it. No, I don't know. I have that wine. Do you have this wine? Where would I find the good wines? Do you have that wine? I got to buy a gift for 30 people. Do you have that wine? I've sent over from a law office. I'm legal secretary. I don't know anything about wine. These are what we hear all day. You know, that's what you're going to see. The groups. That's what this blog is called. The groups are going to choose somebody to go get that gift for their boss or for the chip in. They're all going to chip in money, and that's what's going to happen. I call these people the chosen people, and it reminds me of a scene, you know, from Fiddler on the Roof that we're going to talk about as we get into part 2 of gift giving. Hello, my name is Larry Baker. I am a certified level 2 sommelier and a senior wine and spirit specialist for ABC Fine Wine and Spirits in Sunrise, Florida. There's a scene in a movie, Fiddler on the Roof, adopted from the famous Broadway show, was Academy Award nominated for Best Picture of the Year, where Tevye, the lead character, in his barn, and he's talking a private conversation with God. And he looks up at God and says, God, I know we are the chosen people. Maybe every once in a while you could choose somebody else, and I bet you that's how the chosen people in these groups feel like. Can you just choose somebody else to go get the gift? Because I don't know anything about wine or spirits, and you're sending me to get these gifts, and I don't know what questions to ask, and you're going to wind up with the wrong gift because these people just eeny, meeny, miny, mo buy the same gift every year, and we talked about last time what makes a gift. Good story. Guest came in from a large corporation, had 5 supervisors that the group wanted to buy a gift for, and he knew nothing about wine or spirits, but they collected the money. We didn't have the brand he was looking for, and I tried to make a recommendation, but he was the chosen one. Poor guy, the chosen one. And I made my point and rationale with him. I said, what do you drink? Forget the group, what do you drink? I love Hefeweizen beer from Germany. So what brand do you drink? He told me the brand. I said, it's great, but how would you feel if you were the receiver of the gift and the group just collected money and bought you an 18-pack or a 12-pack or whatever of your favorite wheat beer that you buy every week? Or if they did some research online and they looked like at World of Beer or some famous place that specializes in beer, and they found one of the original, probably the first brewery in Munich, Germany to produce a Hefeweizen beer, and no one else sold it, but they went, you couldn't even find it on the internet, and they gave to you and all chipped in, said, we know you like Hefeweizen, you drink this brand, but here's the original producer of Hefeweizen. How would you feel? He said, damn, I would feel like really, really special. That's the idea of a gift, but it's very hard to make that rationale, you know, with the chosen one who the group sends out there with a picture of a wine. It's very hard to talk to the whole group. But now with all these apps and everything, he was able to contact the group with FaceTime. I was able to talk to them, and they wound up buying 6 bottles, gift wrapped and all that, with a bow, and it was unique and something you couldn't find someone else, and we got a gift that someone's going to feel really appreciated for. I want to start off this blog first with a shout out to Christy Norman. Christy Norman. You need to follow her on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Follow her blog. I think it's adult activity with alcohol or adult alcohol, whatever it is. She's a WSET level 3 sommelier, and she is at Spago, Beverly Hills. But I like her blog a lot because she does it like me. She educates, she does it with jokes, she does it with humor, and she doesn't take it so seriously. And I laugh at her, and I'm learning a lot at the same time. So definitely someone to shout out with. Holidays are coming, but a big one when you watch this blog. This is perfect for Hanukkah. Hanukkah's coming along, and what do we have during Hanukkah? I'm known as Latka Larry. Potato latkes, fried in oil. It's all about the oil on the Hanukkah. At the time that you should be lighting your first candle when you first see this this video, and oil and sour cream and all that richness needs something to cut through the palate. This is Isabella Colalto. I like sparkling wines or something with a little effervescence to it and a little off-dry flavors. This is a rosé, made by Princess Isabella Colalto at her winery in Susquehanna, Italy. But the rosé is made with a special grape. A viticulturist named Luigi Manzoni took a hybrid, he did a hybrid, with the red Moscato grape crossbred with the seedling of an ancient red varietal called Reboso Piave from that area, and he named the grape after himself. This is made with the Manzoni Moscato grape, and he's got the registry on the clone of what the variety he invented. You can't find anything like this. $16.99. It is so perfect with latkes and a unique gift to give somebody or bring to a latke party. Moscato di Asti. Sure, any of the brands could taste great. They're all wonderful. This one's already gift wrapped. Imagine you can do that too. Bring it over. This is the 2016 Cas de Gal Lumine at $14.99 Moscato of the town of Asti. Moscato di Asti. Yes, Asti's not a grape. It is the village. And nobody does it better, according to the country of Italy, and even Hong Kong is writing articles about Alessandro Boido. Sandro Boido is devoted his life to producing what I think is the best Moscato. Nobody brings this into the United States of America except Nadia Galati, and sells it directly at ABC Fine Wines and Spirits. All the Moscatos are sweet, but this is unique, and this would go so perfectly. The best Moscato I've ever tasted from Asti. Moving on to Christmas, Christmas Eve, the Feast of the Seven Fishes, the squingili, the calamar, the bacala, all in the tomato sauce. And it's traditional for Italians especially to drink Amarone. What is Amarone? Amarone is a style of making wine in Verona, in the Valpolicella area, known as the Valley of the Wine Cellars. The grapes are usually Corvina, Rondinella, doesn't matter. What matters is the process of making an Amarone is called a passiamento. They air dry the grapes for 3 months into raisins. So you're making wine out of raisins. You got a lot of sugar content, but that sugar translates into a high 16%, 16.5 alcohol. You get a really dried, raisiny, silky, rich wine that goes with a spicy sauce and all that seafood Amarone. My favorite is Nicolas. Azienda Nicolas is like a 4th generation winemaker in Verona. If you asked anybody in Verona who makes the best Amarones, they will tell you Dal Forno #1, but that's also $400 a bottle and we don't carry it. Or they will tell you that it is Nicolas is #2 and the value. And according to Bruce Sanderson at Wine Spectator, he rates these wines in the 90s every time. This is the Ambrosane. This is $63.99 and it's a Reserva of Amarone. Maybe too expensive for you? Okay. Every producer who makes Amarone, every producer who does Amarone does a baby Amarone. They take the leftover skins of the Amarone, like Nicolas does, after they press the Amarone, and they do a repassing, a ripasso, that method of passing the juice, like a second pressing, over the leftover Amarone skins and seeds and stems. Ripasso method, alcohol drops down to 13.5 because it's the second pressing, the Sakal, and then you get the flavors of Amarone, but the price drops to $22.99. Love this wine. I used to serve it at the Brazilian restaurant I worked at. It's a favorite, and nobody else sells it but ABC. It's a direct-to-you product. Wonderful. So when you're on Amarone taste, but on a Ripasso budget, that would be perfect. Dessert wines I'm being asked for a lot of that. Ice wine. Specifically, well, you could buy a Canadian ice wine of pressing the frozen grapes until the sugar comes out, but then again, you could buy one with the same grape from the Finger Lakes region, for all estate bottled fruit by the Wagner family. Only we sell it $30 cheaper than what you would find any Canadian, with the same grape, the same flavor, and something unique made in the Finger Lakes region of New York. Great product. If you're in that category, you can wow somebody with something Italian and a sweet wine as well, from the Cesari family and the famous La Cappuccino, where they are organic. Don't panic, it's organic. This is a Ricciotto di Suave. A Ricciotto means like a raisin, like an ear-shaped little raisin, because they air dry the grapes just like Amarone. The Garganega grapes, which is used in the Suave region that Sisto Cesari makes at La Cappuccino, and they make it into a sweet wine, 14.5% alcohol, another way of making a sweet wine and also making a unique gift. By the way, if any wine is labeled like this, direct to you or black square, it is entitled during the holidays to a free service. No matter what the price of the bottle is, of the wine bottle, we will gift wrap it for free with a bow, free of charge. That's another reason. I mean, if you buy 20 bottles of a direct-to-use champagne, I don't care. We will get them gift wrapped and bowed, each individual bottle, so you can really not only give a unique gift, but it's also going to be wrapped. If the product is not direct to you, which in my opinion doesn't make as much as a unique gift, we do charge a $3 gift wrapping fee, and unless the bottle is over $40, we waive that fee. But I suggest direct to you and direct to the giftee is going to be better. One last bottle I'd like to wow you with the impressive bottle here. It's a Magnum. It's a sparkling wine from France that comes from an area called Blanquette de Limoux, which is where they really invented the method that Champagne uses, the double fermentation. The only thing that people in Champagne invented was the cork. People love this product of Jean Philippe. It is $24.99 and a Magnum of sparkling wine that's vintage, 2016 vintage, that you can't tell the difference between this and a Champagne, and you could tell them the history of Blanquette de Limoux, of how they invented the method that we know that they use as, in method Champagne or method Champenoise. Put a bow on that, it's a gift. So that's part 2. Hanukkah's here. I gave you my tips for Hanukkah. We've got some Christmas Eve gifts, all unique gifts, but I really feel sorry for you chosen people. We can FaceTime them, we can go on the air with them, we can do whatever we got to do, but if you're the unlucky chosen person to go buy that gift with the chip-in money or the Secret Santa, and you're the chosen one because you've got chosen as somebody's Secret Santa, let the ABC Fine Wines and Spirits Specialist help you. Ways to follow you. My #1 fan, Mr. Butch Devlin, would like to see a contact number here or way. We haven't figured that technically out yet, but is all you have to do is follow my blog, and you will get my phone number, you will get email address, every way to contact me no matter where you are with any sort of wine questions you have all over the world. With technology, you can contact me. For more information about some of these wines I suggested, our direct-to-you wine, go to abcfws.com. Happy Hanukkah. I hope it's a joyous 8 days for you, and happy holidays. Until I see you again next time for part 3, which is going to focus strictly on sparkling wine and champagne. Remember, wine is not for snobs. It's for everyday people like you and me, and for the chosen people that you chose to buy gifts.